Hey, Cowboys Nation! Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for tuning in. As always, I'm pumped to bring you all the latest news, rumors, and analysis on everything Dallas Cowboys. It's a beautiful time to be a Cowboys fan, especially with the offseason buzzing with potential moves that could seriously shape the team's future. Today's video is loaded with some exciting and juicy updates that I know you won't want to miss. We've got rumors about DaRon Bland's contract extension, the possibility of adding Tyler Lockett to the Cowboys offense, and a surprise name making waves in the draft, Bhayshul Tuten, a running back who could be a perfect fit for the team. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get into all the latest Cowboys buzz. Let's start with the big one, the topic that's been dominating the Cowboys off-season talk lately. DaRon Bland and his looming contract extension. Now, for those of you who have been following the team closely, you know that DaRon Bland has been one of the most pleasant surprises in recent seasons. From a late-round pick to one of the most promising young cornerbacks in the league, Bland's rise has been impressive. His story is the epitome of what we love about the NFL Draft, finding hidden gems that can change the course of your team's future. Bland's ability to step up and perform as a top-tier corner has not only been a revelation for the Cowboys defense but also a testament to the scouting department's ability to identify talent where others might overlook it. Now, here's the situation. Despite his breakout performance, there's some troubling news when it comes to his contract. DaRon Bland is still on his rookie deal, and he's due for a significant pay raise. But as much as fans might be hoping for a quick extension, there are some significant hurdles standing in the way of a deal. And unfortunately, the latest rumors are not the most optimistic. So, what exactly is going on? Why is this a complicated situation for the Cowboys? And what does it mean for their defense moving forward? Well, first off, the salary cap situation is the elephant in the room. As we all know, the NFL's salary cap can make or break a team's ability to build a sustainable roster, and the Cowboys are no exception. They're currently locked into several hefty contracts for key players like Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and Trayvon Diggs. In fact, Diggs' new deal is one of the biggest financial commitments the Cowboys have made recently, so that takes a chunk out of the team's available cap space. And let's not forget that other crucial players are also due for extensions in the near future, including some players on the offensive line and other key defensive contributors. So, with the Cowboys having to navigate these financial constraints, DaRon Bland's contract becomes a bit tricky. While he's obviously played well enough to earn a significant raise, the Cowboys might have to prioritize other players, especially if they're looking to keep the roster balanced in terms of financial commitments. The thing is, cornerbacks, despite being integral to the defense, don't always command the same kind of attention or pay as other positions, such as quarterbacks or pass rushers. So, while Bland has been great, the Cowboys may not be willing to break the bank for him just yet. But here's the thing, Bland has proven himself to be an elite cornerback, and the Cowboys know that. He's been one of the main reasons the defense has been as successful as it's been over the last couple of seasons. From his high interception count to his ability to shut down some of the league's top receivers, he's been one of the most consistent performers on that side of the ball. The concern is that, with the growing demand for top-tier corners in the NFL, Bland's value is only going to rise, and other teams might come knocking with a lucrative offer that could force the Cowboys' hand. That's what makes this situation so delicate. Here's the wild card, though. The Cowboys have historically been very creative with their cap management. Jerry Jones and the front office have shown a knack for restructuring contracts and finding ways to make things work financially. So while it's true that Bland's extension is facing some hurdles, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys find a way to get a deal done. It might take some tricky maneuvering, but given the importance of the secondary in today's NFL, I think the Cowboys understand that keeping Bland in Dallas is vital for the long-term success of the defense. I mean, let's not forget how the defense turned the corner with Bland's presence. It's a major part of their identity. But, of course, the situation remains fluid. The Cowboys might wait until the offseason is in full swing to approach Bland's representatives with a new offer, or they might look at alternative ways to free up cap space. But as we sit right now, it's a waiting game, and fans are left hoping that the Cowboys find a way to keep Bland in the fold for the long haul. But what happens if they can't? Could we see Bland's talents elsewhere? That's the million-dollar question, and it's something that's going to play out over the next few months. Now, moving on from the defense and onto the offense, let's talk about another big name that has been connected to the Cowboys in recent rumors, Tyler Lockett. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Tyler Lockett, the Seattle Seahawks veteran wide receiver, could he really end up in Dallas? It's an intriguing thought, to say the least, and while the rumors may sound a bit out there, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. Lockett has been a reliable and dynamic weapon for the Seahawks for years, and while he's not the flashiest name in the league, he's consistently put up solid numbers year after year. Lockett is known for his incredible route running, sharp football IQ, and his ability to make big plays in crucial moments. He has a deep understanding of the game and knows how to get open against some of the toughest cornerbacks in the NFL. And despite being in his early 30s, Lockett hasn't shown any significant signs of slowing down. So why would the Cowboys be interested in adding him to the mix? Well, the simple answer is that the Cowboys need another playmaker at receiver. CeeDee Lamb is the undisputed number one target, but after him, the receiving core is a bit shaky. Michael Gallup has struggled with injuries and hasn't been able to recapture the form he had before his knee injury, and the Cowboys have yet to find a consistent number two option. That's where Lockett could come in. He's the kind of veteran presence that could elevate the entire receiving group. Imagine Lockett on the opposite side of Lamb suddenly. The Cowboys' offense becomes a lot more dangerous. Lockett is not only a deep threat, but also a technician with the ball in his hands. His ability to make defenders miss in the open field would complement Lamb's style perfectly. If Dak Prescott has another reliable option to throw to, it would make life much easier for the quarterback. Plus, with the Cowboys' commitment to balancing the offense with a strong ground game led by Tony Pollard, Lockett's ability to stretch the field vertically could open up more opportunities for the running backs to find space. But here's the issue: Lockett is still under contract with the Seahawks, and while there have been rumors about the Seahawks being open to trading him, it's hard to say if the Cowboys would be willing to meet the asking price. Seattle is reportedly looking to rebuild, and they might be willing to move Lockett for the right price. But if Dallas is going to pull the trigger, they're likely going to have to give up a significant draft pick or two. And let's not forget that Lockett's salary could be a factor. His contract isn't cheap, and adding him would put a strain on the Cowboys' cap situation even more. That said, if the Cowboys believe that adding Lockett would put them over the top and into serious Super Bowl contention, they might be willing to make the sacrifice. Finally, let's turn our attention to the draft, where the Cowboys are reportedly eyeing a name that has flown under the radar but could be a big-time steal: Bhayshul Tuten. The running back from James Madison University has been turning heads with his combination of speed, vision, and receiving ability. He's not a household name yet, but he has all the tools to be an impact player in the NFL, especially for a team like the Cowboys. With Pollard coming off an injury and the team not necessarily wanting to overwork him, Tuten could provide some much-needed depth at the position. He's a versatile back who can run between the tackles, hit the outside, and contribute in the passing game. His ability to catch passes out of the backfield would make him a perfect complement to Pollard, giving the Cowboys two dynamic weapons in the backfield. Tuten's style of play would mesh well with the Cowboys' offensive philosophy. He's not just a traditional running back, but a well-rounded player who can contribute in multiple facets of the game. The best part? Tuten is projected to be available in the later rounds of the draft, making him a potentially low-risk, high-reward pick. The Cowboys are known for finding gems in the mid to late rounds, and Tuten could be the latest example of that. If he lands in Dallas, He could add significant value to both the offense and special teams, and his versatility would make him an immediate contributor. Given the Cowboys' need for depth at the running back position, Tuten might be just what the doctor ordered. Alright, Cowboys Nation, that's the breakdown for today. There's a lot to digest, from DaRon Bland's uncertain contract situation to the potential of adding a guy like Tyler Lockett to the offense, and even the intriguing prospect of Bhayshul Tuten in the draft. The offseason is just getting started, and we're going to be keeping a close eye on all of these developments. So, what do you think? Should the Cowboys extend DaRon Bland, or is it time to look elsewhere? Would Tyler Lockett be a game changer for the offense, or should the team save their assets? And what about Bhayshul Tuten? Could he be the next great Cowboys running back? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, I'm out. Go Cowboys!